Good afternoon and welcome to the 10th Annual Caring Hearts Luncheon for Arizona Autism United. My name is Neely Burkhart and I am AZA United's President of the Board of Directors, and this is my family, my husband Dana, our daughter Jane, and our son Vaughn. Arizona Autism United has been a special part of our family for 10 years, and this event is a very special tradition for us. We hope you enjoy the program.
The theme of our luncheon presentation today is supporting families from the start. AZA United has created this comprehensive model where families are supported from the beginning and all the way throughout their autism journey. The ultimate goal is that no family feels alone or hopeless.
Before we begin our program, we would like to recognize our elite sponsors for this event: Design Works Gaming and the Magellan Cares Foundation, both long-time and generous supporters of this event. Also, thank you so much to the rest of our event sponsors. Your support means so much and makes this event possible. We thank you for your participation today. We hope you enjoy our program.
For many of us, 2021 has been a year of transitions. As we've all learned to adapt to new realities and constantly changing conditions, one thing has remained very much the same. Hundreds of families in our community still turn to AZA United, seeking help for their child. In just this year alone, we are on pace to provide more than 450,000 hours of direct therapy and support services for children, youth, and teens with autism. That's almost 500,000 hours of treatment in 1 year to help Arizona families, and it represents an increase of about 100,000 hours compared to last year. For every service we provide, more families are participating and more children are benefiting. We also launched several new programs this year to address some specific needs in our community, including a support group for Spanish-speaking families, a therapeutic group for siblings, and an after-school program at a local school supporting children with autism. This is the power of community, when supporters like you help provide the means for great work to happen, and a dedicated team of passionate and talented individuals come together to fulfill a cause greater than themselves. As a result, the lives of individuals and families are redirected onto a course of success, with children learning to communicate and engage in the social world around them. Last year, we were very excited to announce the opening of our East Valley Center, a new children's therapy clinic providing some of the best behavioral treatment and speech therapy available in the Valley. We'd like to share with you now the story of one family whose child has graduated from that program and found a world of new opportunities through the skills he has learned.
Logan is a very happy, energetic, outgoing young boy who loves the outdoors. We love hiking around Arizona a lot, exploring all that's out there. He also loves, that's because he likes seeing the wildlife and the insect life. Logan really loves different insects, seeing them, as well as really passionate about ants. He's one of his main special interests is ants. We've actually been sat before and watched an ant pile for about a little over an hour, watching how the colony worked, and as we gave them some little crumbles of treats and I broke them apart and brought them back. He both loves kind of the way they work together as a pack and loves to work as a group. He loves the social dynamics, which is interesting because Logan really does have a tough time with social dynamics, being able to interact with some kids and others peers his age. He also really has a tough time with transitions, and by that meaning going from activity to activity and changing over those. He needs a little extra time, extra care for that. He has a lot of difficulty with his expressive speech and being able to say, vocalize with words how he's feeling. One of the things that we really enjoyed about ABA therapy at the East Valley Clinic of AZA was how they just custom tailored that program to him. I really got to give a lot of high praise to Emily and Nanette. They did a wonderful job personalizing that program, so that way That way he was more active in participating to it. So when they did different activities to help, say, with his fine motor skills, to help him, say, color or draw, they made sure they find things like, drawing ant colonies or helping him color velociraptor printouts. They even went as far as actually purchased a board game, a raptor board game, that they played with him, that they found ways to modify the rules, but it tapped in his interest, and so that helped him, in my opinion, be more successful in the job, in the therapies he was doing. He helped build his skills a little bit faster and a little bit stronger. We couldn't be happier with the services that we receive from Arizona Autism United. Within the team over at the East Valley Clinic is just absolutely just wonderful. They've really shown a lot of patience and a lot of engagement, and we know it is difficult work and it's challenging, but I know that they had a lot of fun with him, and I know that he really had a lot of fun being there. He really did enjoy himself.
One of our long-term goals as an organization is to become a model of best practices that provides comprehensive services across the lifespan. A critical part of that goal is to build an interdisciplinary care model that connects practitioners and professionals from all of the key clinical disciplines that serve and support the autism community. This interdisciplinary approach allows parents and caregivers to be involved as an equal part of the child's team. Their input and participation are valued, and the learner's level of success increases because of the consistency across the disciplines. When families receive interdisciplinary care, they don't have to run all over town trying to find different kinds of experts with different approaches to treatment. Instead, they can go to one place that offers comprehensive care, where each clinician contributes their specialized area of expertise within a unified approach that is centered around the child and family's highest priorities. It may sound obvious, but it is rarely, if ever, accomplished. We are on a mission to change that. Each year, we set goals that will bring us closer to interdisciplinary care. This year, we achieved a new milestone for AZA United by adding 2 completely new clinical disciplines, counseling and psychology. Our new Resilient Hearts Counseling program provides therapy for individuals, couples, and families. And our diagnostic evaluation services offer the opportunity for individuals of any age to receive an evaluation customized to their needs and an accurate diagnosis from a clinical psychologist. We pair these services with our family support team, who provide free support for any family that contacts us. Together, this program is known as Support from the Start, which is designed to help families and individuals of any age at any stage on their journey, so they never feel alone. So now, let's hear from our leaders in this program that are changing the way families transition from receiving a diagnosis to getting their child on a pathway of success and support.
The diagnostic program at Arizona Autism United is unique in a lot of different ways. We not only focus on autism and developmental disabilities, but also diagnosing comorbid disorders, emotional behavioral disorders as well, and throughout the lifespan. A lot of providers will focus on areas of those differential diagnoses, but don't provide either evaluations to really young kids or older adults. So especially those individuals are experiencing really long wait times trying to access a diagnosis.
When my son was initially diagnosed, it took us a good year to finally get in to see a diagnostician in the first place. And that was after me calling and asking about cancellations. Can I be on a wait list? Can we do this? Can we do that? Just trying everything I can to try to get him in as soon as possible. I know that the community is doing the same. What I often hear is, we have an appointment, but it's not for another 10 months. And that's usually followed by a chuckle by the family because they realize they need this sooner rather than later. What we know about autism is that early intervention is critical. So when we've got a young child who could potentially be diagnosed with autism and we're forced to wait another year, that's a year of no intervention of providing supports for that family. So our goal in the Diagnostic Center is to have families come in. Once they make a phone call, our goal is to try to get them in as soon as possible to minimize that wait time, to get them the early intervention that they need.
Daddy was diagnosed when he was almost 3 years old. I remember feeling very alone at that moment because I didn't know what to do and how to help him, and it was very stressful accepting that diagnosis. But I do remember also just reaching out to Arizona Autism United and speaking to a mom there that she also had a son with autism, and she was able to help me and guided me through the whole process and knowing what resources were there available for my son at the time.
As a family support specialist at AZA United, I provide a variety of supports for families, from helping them understanding the systems of care, helping them understand insurance and how they can benefit from services that are offered, what type of services are available to them, all the way to just providing them with a shoulder to cry on sometimes, and just being there and listening and letting them know that they're not alone, that there are other family members, myself included, that have walked this path and that they don't have to walk alone.
When a family receives a diagnosis of autism or a related developmental disability, our counseling program is here to offer them that support during this very life-changing event and time of vulnerability. Anytime a family receives a diagnosis of autism or a related disability, they find themselves in a time of uncertainty, alone, and almost feelings of hopelessness and helplessness. And our program is there to help provide that support and that validation and that reassurance that they're not alone in this journey, and that we have an agency with a lot of programs that are here to support them along the way.
What I want families to really walk away with after they receive a diagnosis is hope. That there is hope for the future, that there are services and supports and resources out there to support not only the individual, but also them as a family.
As we look ahead, we are keeping our long-term vision of statewide expansion clearly in focus. Our East Valley Center has proven to be a successful model, and we are ready to replicate. Our next big project will be a West Valley Center, which will feature all of the amazing therapies we provide in our existing facility. But now that we have the support from the START model, we can also add counseling and diagnostic evaluations to expand the range of services available at this new center. To do more, we will need more space, which is why we've selected a property that gives us room to grow. We are so excited to be heading into a new year with this major expansion project on the horizon. In January of 2021, our leadership team began the search for a West Valley Center. Our goal was to find a place that could offer a calm environment with outdoor space for kids to play and easy freeway access for families throughout the West Valley. After conducting an exhaustive real estate search, we found what we were looking for, a spot right in the heart of Avondale, just off the I-10 freeway between the 101 and the 303. This is the building that will soon become AZA United's new West Valley Center. Safely situated in a beautiful location, it has everything we need to support our next phase of growth. Not only that, but it gives us plenty of room to continue growing over time, with a large lot that is well suited for future development to create new programs and services for all ages. It features a beautiful courtyard with a fountain that we envision converting into a playground along with a splash pad for those hot Arizona days. There is also additional private space outdoors that fits perfectly with our plan to develop a sports court for gross motor activities and physical development therapies. The inside is wide open. It's currently used as a ballroom for large events, which doesn't match what we need, but it does make it easy to add walls and renovate the space into an optimal environment for what we do need. Here is a blueprint of what that indoor space looks like right now. And here is our design plan to convert it into a fully functioning, high-capacity children's therapy center. It includes 12 rooms of different sizes for therapy and life skills training activities, which can be done either one-to-one, in a small group, or in a large group. It's divided into 4 sections that we call neighborhoods, and each will have a different theme to keep it fun and lively for the kids. Our design team has adopted this mood board to reflect the qualities that our center should feel like for anyone who walks inside. Light, comfortable, engaging, inspiring, a place you want to be and are excited to come back to again. This rendering gives you a sense of what the inside will look like as we put the floor plan and mood board designs together to give the whole interior an uplifting atmosphere. In addition to these renovations, we are thinking ahead to what a Phase 2 build-out could look like. Here we can see that there is plenty of room on the property for an additional building in the future as we continue to expand the scope of services that are available for families. But for now, we are focused on completing Phase 1 and excited for the day when soon we will be able to say, "Welcome to the West Valley Center." We're so grateful for all of the individual donors that are supporting our mission to help as many families as possible. You have directly contributed to our growth and our impact on the community. I also want to thank the following foundations that have generously awarded us with major grants to support our expansion efforts: the Abbott Family Foundation, the Virginia G. Piper Charitable Trust, the Diane and Bruce Hawley Foundation, the Gila River Indian Community, and Phoenix Suns Charities and the Devin Booker Starting 5 grant. AZA United would not be what it is today without all of your support. We look forward to many more years of working together in partnership to help our community thrive.
You've had the opportunity to hear from families to learn more about their struggles and triumphs. I can attest firsthand how critical and impactful the services from Arizona Autism United have been for my family and several other families I know. It's difficult to put into words how lives are changed every day by the work AZA United does. In some cases, it can be what allows families to stay together by teaching individuals the skills to live at home and be successful while in community outings. The latest autism rate estimates that 1 in 54 children are affected. The demand for our services also continues to grow, and you can help us meet the needs of our community by donating to Arizona Autism United today. Donations received today will help open the West Valley Center and fund some of our programs for families. Here's the best part. Your contribution will also qualify for the Arizona Charitable Organization Tax Credit. This simple program offers donors 100% dollar-for-dollar refund on your donation. Individual donors can donate up to $400 and get it all back when you file your taxes, and married couples filing jointly can claim up to $800. So you get to choose where your tax dollars go. This tax credit is a different category from the ones you may have seen for schools or other types of organizations. The good news is the state of Arizona allows you to claim them all, so you don't have to pick and choose. We hope you enjoyed our program as much as we did. Thank you for being a part of our event today. We would also like to thank the family and staff that participated in our video with your inspiring stories and hard work. And finally, thank you so much to all of you that joined us today. We hope to see you again next year. Have a great rest of your day.